Right. Uh,
Hi,
Excellent. Hello,
how are you?
buddy. I'm going to put you on gallery so I can see you all. There we go. Awesome. Hey, everybody. Thanks for
Hi.
coming on short notice. And Sabagya is my sidekick here.
Hi
You,
guys.
yeah, he goes by Sobu. That's his nickname. I call him by his full name because I like to confuse people. But
The
you can, if
typical
there's other,
Indian name.
yeah, if there's other people that jump in, you can let them in, okay?
For
Uh,
sure.
yeah,
100%.
so basically, I just wanted to jump on and answer any questions, but also just give people like an update. As you can see, I still have my glasses, but I just did my eye test and I scored, as you know, 55 on one of these tests is a perfect score. I scored 118 on my baseline with my glasses off. And today I scored 163. So a 165 is a perfect score. So we're seeing probably 20 or 25 people have put in their I scores for this month one. And it looks like the average increase score for like by the numbers on the eye test is about 25 to 30% increase in visual acuity. So I am very optimistic, no pun intended, by that, and because we're only 1/6 of the way through. So um, yeah, and I will say that we did have a little bit of a glitch with the time tracking. So we actually couldn't see accurately how much time people were listening in month one. Hopefully that will be fixed in the next week to 10 days. And so moving forward, we'll have an accurate gauge of how people are doing with, dosage, meaning time listening and improvement in their visual scores. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Does anyone have any questions? Feel free to just, I mean, we have a fairly small group here, so just raise your hand and just comments, thoughts. One thing I will say actually before I get take a question is what I personally have noticed is that when I was first, this is my first real like it's my second pair of glasses, but it's really my first like pair that I've wore like on a fairly regular basis, meaning like for small print. It's a what does he call it? It's like for reading and for working on the computer. Workstation, I think is what my optometrist called it. Otherwise, I don't wear them. And what I've noticed, and other patients who I've seen, and also who have reported to me, is that sometimes as the month went on, sometimes I would realize like I can't tell if my vision is better with my glasses on or off. Um, Most of the time when my vision was looking at something like really small print, it was definitely better with them on, but sometimes I found it to be hard to tell. And so, what I'm thinking is happening from a healing perspective is that it's sort of like rolling back the time clock in your eyes, progression of going downhill. And so, you may find that maybe your older prescriptions from last year might actually work better for you. So, if you have them, I would invite you to experiment with that and give me feedback. Um, but that's why it's a pilot program. That's what we're learning. But I'm optimistic that over the next several months, people will see more improvements. So yeah, so that's one thing I just wanted to say. Um, Questions, thoughts? Go
I
ahead,
have a question.
go for it.
Um, have have you taken into account, because I can tell I have very poor eyesight. I've worn glasses for most of my since third grade, so and I'm 62. So um I can tell that there's certain letters in the eye chart that I clearly can see and read much more easily than other letters. And I'm just wondering, I know you want to not, you don't want us to memorize what each row is in the eye charts, but are you going to go back to say like, okay, this is what we looked at the baseline. Will we go back to the baseline to see, um, improvement? Or because in this case, each individual eye for me got worse, but to get my both eyes improved
Okay.
on the eye chart. And so I can just, it was obvious to me that there are definitely letters that I cannot distinguish versus other ones that I could distinguish more easily.
Okay. So, what I heard you say was that you're using the same eye chart from the baseline as you did, or no?
No, 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 no. I'm asking if you are going to go back and incorporate those same letters in a future eye chart to see, because I feel if we're looking at different letters each time and that some letters are more difficult to read depending on if I have astigmatism, presbyopia, all of those things that just for, I guess, from an apples to apples comparison.
Yeah, the answer to that is no. I specifically wanted all of these charts to be random, and I wanted all the letters to be different. I didn't want to give you the same chart each time because then people would memorize the letters, I felt like. So that's why made them all different. Um, but that's an interesting thought you had. And I guess you could save it and retest yourself. Like if you want to go back to the baseline after, I mean, I guess you could retest yourself every month or every few months with the baseline eye chart
Okay.
and just see compared to the one for that month, see how you did. If you wanted to see if there was a significant difference. I just feel like there may be some subconscious memorization happening there. Maybe.
Yeah, no, and that I understand that. I just could tell like one like covering up, let's say one eye, one line, I could read all five letters, and the next one maybe I could only read three. And I think it was because of the types of letters that were included in that line or in that
Yeah,
row.
I would agree with that. Like I noticed the ones I got wrong were the ones that were confusing O and D.
Hmm.
Like I couldn't tell the difference between those are the two I got wrong. And then also like the Y and the V. I could see there was some, but I
Yeah.
couldn't see if it was a Y or a V. So those are the couple that I got wrong. But I definitely felt like in the first go round, I was basically pin the tail on a donkey with like line 10 and 11. I was sort of like, I think that's an N, but I'm not really sure. Um, so, um, but yeah, it definitely felt clearer this time. So, I mean, I got a 53 instead of out of 55. So I was pretty happy with that. Your cat is really liking you, Erica, right now.
She's very
Um,
playful today.
yeah. So, does that answer your question?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Um, so, um, Katya, let me see if I can ask you to unmute.
Okay, she
Okay.
can unmute now.
Yeah, it was a permissions thing. That's why it
Okay.
kicked me out of Zoom. I had to go into my settings.
Okay. Um, I'm just looking at your thing in the chat here.
Yeah, I don't know how to measure if it's improving or not. I feel like something's different, but it's hard to say. So one of my eyes it has astigmatism, and I don't need glasses, or at least I don't think I need glasses yet. But I'm starting to notice a little funkiness.
Okay.
Um, and both my parents in their 40s started needing reading glasses. So I assume that that's just what's happening. So I think something's improved, but I also got like perfect on both my baseline and my follow-up test.
Uh,
So it's like one of those things where my right eye is very clear. I don't remember how clear it was with baseline. My left eye was funky to begin with, and it's still a little bit, but I feel like something's shifted, but it's just hard to put into words, and I can't really measure it per se.
right. Yeah, I mean,
But
because your eyesight is so good, I mean, you scored perfect on the first one.
yeah,
You're sort of like pre-glasses, right? Uh,
yeah, yeah.
and you probably would need to go back. I don't know if have you ever had an eye exam? I'm assuming you have.
Oh, yeah, not for like 5 years, but I plan on going
Yeah,
soon.
so like I
Yeah.
would wait a few months, wait 3 months at least, and then maybe
Hmm.
come back and they can, dial in with much more technicality and specificity to what's going on with your vision.
Yeah.
I just pushed out my eye doctor follow-up. That's actually what spawned this whole eye thing was that my eyes got worse and I was like, all right, I ain't having that. So I said to my doctor, isn't there anything for like helping your eyes? She's like, no, there's nothing really for that. And I was like, all right, well, can I come back in 3 months and you can check my eyes? She's like, sure. And then it took us a while to kind of like get this thing up and running. So I pushed it out to the end of January. So I'd have at least 3 months under my belt. And then I can go
Okay.
back and get retested by her because I've just got tested not that long ago.
Okay.
So we'll see.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. How is everyone, Erica and Michelle and Heidi, how is your experience? Like, what is your experience? Obviously, I can get your scores, but like, what is your personal experience of using the audio and how your vision is like changing? Go ahead, Heidi.
Hi. I feel definite. I love feeling it in my body. It's just very relaxing, and a lot of times it's not in my eyes at all. I feel it in my foot or my stomach. Um, Definitely, the reading has improved, which wasn't too bad to begin with. I can't tell if my problem has always been far away, being able to see clearly, and I can't tell if that I've driven without my driving glasses, but I just drive in the neighborhood. But I think it's improved, but it's a little harder to gauge that.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, we're only 1/6 of the way done. Remember that.
Right, right, right. Yeah, but I immediately saw the improvement with the up close for sure. So
Cool.
thank you. I'm very happy not to be wearing readers.
Awesome. Well, I thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it.
Hi, yeah. To be completely honest, I was traveling for 10 days during the first, time period, and I didn't do it every single day. Just want to let you know that. Um,
I also did not do it the last week because I was traveling, so I forgot most of those days. So the beautiful thing about this work is that it's a cumulative and corrective process. And so the analogy I use is like it's like a big cement kick wheel on like a ceramic, if you're like a clay pot. When you listen to it, it's like kicking the wheel and giving it momentum, and then it's still going, and then every time you listen to it, it's like giving it another kick. So just because you're not kicking it every day, doesn't mean you're not also getting some uh, cumulative momentum effect from it.
Great. Yeah, that's great to know. When Rob and I redid our numbers, my husband's also doing it. Was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. Yeah, I didn't really look at my first scores. Um, Interestingly enough, I mean, he was blown away by how good my scores were the first time. Like he's like, you have 20/20 vision, um, which is not really what I experience in terms of reading small print and that kind of thing now. So annoying as you get older when that starts to happen. You're like this, and yeah. Anyways, like Heidi said, I do find it really relaxing because I've had a lot of experience with the resonances, and so there's a kind of a neuro netting for me of just like relaxation, and this is good. I think I'm going to get a lot better gauge now that I'm going to be able to do it every day. My question is, it's fine to do it twice a day, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can do it more if you want to.
Because sometimes, like when I've done it twice a day, then it tells me I can't go past that limit.
You know why? Because you, in the survey around sensitivity, you answered yes to, do you feel like you're high sensitivity?
Oh,
You're in the high sensitivity category, so
okay.
I probably should just change that inside the admin panel for this particular audio.
Okay.
I can go ahead and do that.
Okay.
It's really more protecting people from other specific ones, like
Yeah.
yeah, trauma,
More around trauma, right, and stuff like
trauma,
that.
or like Lyme disease and co-infections. Like you got to go really slow with those because they're powerful.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yep. Okay, great. That would be great if you could do that. Thank you,
yeah.
Jeff.
But you also, yeah, I will do that for this audio.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. Erica, how are you doing?
Very well. I couldn't really feel progress, improvement. because my vision is still blurry. And I was a little bit disappointed because it's still blurry. But then I made a test and I saw that I really improved a lot.
Yeah.
Like
Your score.
I had a good score.
Yeah. How much did it improve? Do you know?
Um,
It's
well,
at 155 right now, and it was at 104 before.
That's pretty awesome.
Yep.
That's like
yeah,
almost a 50% improvement. No
but I
belly
couldn't
aching after
notice. I couldn't
21
notice that.
months. Yeah.
I couldn't notice because all the letters are still really blurry to me.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a little bit disappointing.
Yeah. So you were
But
expecting to be able to have bionic vision in a week.
yeah, of course.
Okay.
No, and but what I really noticed is that I see better in distance.
Okay. Well, again, we're only 1/6 of the way through. Your 50% score improved. So
Mm.
keep up the good work. I would say
Yeah.
keep at it and be patient.
Yeah, and it's really pleasant to listen to it, and
Good.
I really feel it in my eyes.
Wonderful. That's
Yeah.
great feedback. That's great feedback. In addition to being disappointed that you're only 50% better. Um, so yeah, so I'm optimistic. So I think it'll be
Me
interesting to
too
see.
now. Me too. I am optimistic too.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I got. I just wanted to give a quick touch base, and if any of it has any other things, you can shoot us an email at support@mersonics.com. If any other questions, comments, or profundities are amazing, you can see into, the non-physical realm and see spirits and, whatever. That'd be cool too. Um, but yeah, so just keep me posted. And thank you for jumping on at short notice and giving me your feedback. So
Yeah. Jeff, I just had a quick question.
Yep.
I always listen to it when I'm just quiet and, also kind of have that intention, but is it okay to listen to it when we're doing like a task or a chore or something? Or is it better to?
The answer to that is I prefer that people listen to it in a quiet place.
Got it. Okay.
That doesn't, I don't want people to do it while they're driving,
Yeah. Yeah.
riding a bike, or anything. But if you're reading or you're, even, checking your emails, or you're walking your dog or doing yoga, I mean, any of that's fine.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
You
And
can,
we can play it more often then.
yeah, you can multitask with it, chop broccoli, put your earbuds in, that kind of thing. That's totally fine. I don't want competing noise. I don't want the TV on. I don't want you vacuuming, driving in a car, things like that.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a
Thank you.
question. Like, is it better with headphones?
I would suggest that people do headphones. However, I can't say with any definity that headphones are clinically better than just a speakerphone in a quiet room. So I haven't tested that, to be quite honest. So, but I usually recommend earbuds and get in your zone. Okay. All right. Very good. Well, thanks everybody. I will see you soon. Stay in touch.
Bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Thank you.